He's got Logano on the hard side. Look out, they're going to go around.
Also in Fords. Trying to work with him there. Oh, and McMurray goes around in front of the field.
Huge wreck.
Paul Menard is in it. Clint Boyer is in it. Menard is hit by Casey Kane. His car's all torn up.
Coming off turn 4 here, all bottled up, bunched up. All it takes is just a little bit of a tap from somebody from behind. See right there, it looked like Greg Biffle may have gotten into the back of the one car. Not sure. Jamie McMurray, that's sent him around, and then it's on from there. He just starts taking out cars left and right.
Biffle got into McMurray, but did Joey Logano.
Whoa, here Stewart comes around into Biffle.
Tony Stewart goes around. And caution waves yet again.
More cars.
Kurt Busch and Greg Biffle, a hard hit there.
18 and 14 made some contact. Looked like smoke kind of drifted up in front of Kyle Busch, and they made a little contact, and that turned to 14 right down the hill.
Jeff Gordon, another near miss. That double wide pack in front. Oh, treble turn 3.
Reckon. Go low.
Brian Scott, Danica Patrick,
Back it down. Get out of the way right
and Bobby Labonte. Here comes Austin Dillon and David Reagan to shoot through.
He was just far enough back. He didn't get involved.
Mike Wallace on the bottom, Denny Hamlin behind Danica. Give her a little shot there getting in the corner, but
It sort of, it's just in that spot. It's what Kevin Harvick was so upset with Joey Logano about. You can bump me some places, but there are some places you can't do that.
That's the adjustment, just trying to tighten up that too.
From 33rd up into the top 20 since the restart. Stewart in the wall. And now Matt Kenseth got bounced into the wall. Everybody scatters. Yellow flag. Darrell.
And we're Stewart's down here on the bottom behind the 22 car. Joey Logano coming up. Look like that thing that we've seen. Oh gosh, he got right over into the 21 car. One of the things we've seen is when a car gets to the left corner of your car.
Big cluster coming off turn number 4. Smoke, trouble, way in the back, but here come the leaders.
The question is, are they going to throw the yellow? Or are they going to let them race back?
7, 8 car pile up in the back straightaway. Caution!
Back straightaway over here. Let's see what happens.
4 wide. And Austin Dillon tips Jeff Gordon.
Yep.
And it's on.
Right in that spot where it didn't take much.
Johnson's inside.
Look, I know it's a minor little thing.
Trouble, turn 4.
Holy cow.
Caution is out. Big wreck at 4, like big wreck.
Greg Biffle was sideways and everybody ran into him.
I'm thinking it could have.
There's Boyer. No, it's in front of him.
He had nothing to do with it.
Joe Nemechek and Biffle get together. 16 and the 34, and then everyone else piles in.
I have no idea how they did that. That's not supposed to work here.
And Gilliland, turn 1. Around goes Casey Mears, Paul Menard, and the 51 of Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier just now.
That was about a 9-car pileup, except 6 drove away. Dale Jr. was not one of them. There's a lot of people involved in the start of this one.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of cars wadded up, and they just start accordion, and when they do, it just starts backing up until somebody spins somebody out, and then it's just bam into each other. Attitude, he said.
Turn 4. McMurray got pounded by Josh Wise. Boyer ran into him. Here they come. Danica Patrick gets turned in turn 4 again. This time she keeps going. And against the wall is Michael Annett. Wow, how quickly things change.
And there's just nowhere to go. You're running so close together. You're running so fast. There's no stopping distance at all. And if anything happens, you're a part of it.
Now the 11 will catch Ricky Stenhouse right there. Stenhouse hard on the brakes, and then Annette gets into Eric Jones. That's Josh Wise.
Ride behind this 3 and a 24, very long.
Trouble,
oh,
back straight away, pow, inside, outside wall.
No.
Allmendinger and Kane.
Oh, no.
Casey Mears gets caught. So does Martin Truex.
Started this. You see, here's the 5 back here. 14.
Tony Stewart right in the middle.
Looks like 14 got into the 5 and shot him into the 47 of Allmendinger, and it was on from there from those two. But then I think they come back up in the racetrack.
Oh, yes.
Right there. And here comes
Casey Mears.
Casey Mears. And here comes Martin Truex.
Winning from the pole, which is where he started today.
You know, Jeff has
had trouble back straightaway, guys. Car around.
Trevor Bayne.
A number of cars
and
involved.
more. Logano is in it.
Crashing all. Oh, man. 27 car back here. Watch him. Got a heck of a run. Coming. Gosh, this 6 just started to turn all by itself. I mean,
But Darrell, do you think the 27 car being out there on the outside, it just pulled the back end of Trevor?
If we see it done correctly there, if it's done incorrectly, there'll be a wreck.
And around they go. The 38 goes sideways. David Gilliland sideways as they come out of turn number 4. Also involved, the 22 of Logano. The 32. Multiple cars involved in this one.
See right here, the 38's coming down to change lanes. There isn't room. He comes across the front bumper of the 15, spins him to the bottom, and it's the field very tight. You see farther back into the field, the 16 and the 10 get into the back, and the 22 spinners up across the track. And that's what happens in these tight packs when there's a spin way up in front of the pack.
Another big one in turns 1 and 2 at Daytona. You look at Brian Scott in the 33. Fire underneath that car. He'll have to come to a stop. Fire extinguishers putting that out inside of the car. Involved in this, the 19 of Carl Edwards. Out of the possibility of danger. Take a look at what happens. The 42 of Kyle Larson completely sideways.
He gets down on the apron. You see the sparks where the track bar mount hits the ground. He saves it, but he comes up the track, has no choice but to connect with the 19, who then starts to spin. Brad Keselowski gets a face full of sparks. The 17 does go around, and now the track is blocked. Now these guys are trying to find a hole through, and the 2 gets woed up, and the 3 kind of gets woed up, but then you see Carl Edwards goes back up the track, and here comes
of the field. You can follow Miss Sprint Cup as the big one's happening once again, coming out of turn number 4. Into the wall, Kyle Larson. Multiple cars sideways. Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Larson will have to make his way into the garage as well. This is why.
We've seen this time and time again. The 20 tries to come down on the 5. I don't know if he actually makes contact with the 5 or just the air gets him loose. Man, and then it's just a mess, right? When you have trouble in front of that many cars, there's just nowhere to go. You see the 9 spinning, trying to avoid it. Wants the smoke.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
But then the accident takes place behind him.
Yeah, the 11 gets kind of stuck in the middle there and comes across the 4's bumper. As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
He went from the bottom of the racetrack over 2 rows of cars and into that catch fence.
Here we go. You can see him on the bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 55. And now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190.
Restart zone, 220 feet. Green flag back in the air. The 4 not going. They wreck behind him. The Green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out. Now the question is, who was in front?
Stay in front of them. Stay in front of them.
Looking at this,
The 4 of Kevin Harvick said he had a hard time accelerating. You see there he doesn't go. The 6 goes to the outside, and the 4 catches him in the bumper, spinning the 6. But behind them, there's even more contact.
95, Michael McDowell involved. Numerous cars involved in this one.
So right here we see they're under green flag. NASCAR's looking at the track, trying to determine if these cars can drive off. It's very important to see who the leader is when the light comes on.
Caution comes out, and that's how close it is to determine who wins this race.
And not just who wins, it's the entire chase field. The 18-31-4.
The 88 is involved. The 15 as well.
This 88 was one of the team.
Almirola in the 43, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. also on pit road.
It's a multi-car wreck. This is also a great example of not giving up track position. If you get in the back,
Tries to get to the outside of Ty Dillon. You see the 15 come up actually and get into Ty Dillon. That causes the 15 to go around. He catches the 88 in the left rear quarter panel. Really, the first replay, I thought it was the 88.